Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I heard somebody say Shabbat Shalom back. Who said Shabbat Shalom back? Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're here for a whole bunch of reasons. The first and foremost is that it's Shabbat. And I was telling somebody the other day that there are lots of reasons that I can tell you that I think there is a God, if you want to have that argument. And one just has to do with, you look outside, you look at a smiley face, you wake up in the morning, I feel those are miracles, I think there's a God. But the one that convinces me the most that there is a God is Shabbat. Because if humans were to have written a law that says you need to take a rest every once in a while, it wouldn't be only one day a week, I think. I just think that this is kind of perfect, to just take this break and relax. So the first thing that I'm going to ask you to do is acknowledge that it's Shabbat. Take a break and relax. Take a break. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Try again. Some of you are not breathing. You're like this. Try again. It's okay. It's okay to breathe. Try again. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth slowly. Feel your shoulders relax. Try again. That's a lot better. You're getting better. That's good. You are welcome to keep breathing throughout the whole service. I'm not gonna tell you when to breathe after this moment. That's it. You seem to have it down. But I will tell you what to expect, because some of you have never been to a service at B'nai Zion before, and some of you have never been to a Jewish service before. So in front of you, there are prayer books. Your prayer book is a light color, and my prayer book is a dark color. It's not because I'm the rabbi. It's because they're identical books. It's just the cover is different, because your books, the pages turn as if you're reading an English book. And my book, the same exact pages turn as if I'm reading a Hebrew book. I feel a lot cooler if I'm pretending to read it in Hebrew. Most of the service is in English. And most of the service, I think you're going to find, especially the way Arden leads you, it's going to be very inspiring. She's doing a wonderful job of inspiring when she reads. So I think you'll find it inspiring. I hope that you find that even if you've never been in a Jewish place before, that the things that we say, you get to say amen to, except the bless you. You get to say amen to just about everything you read in there. I think you'll find it a very comfortable service. The prayer book is called a Siddur because it follows a specific order. If you hear us do something in Hebrew, you will almost always see the transliteration right there, which means it looks like English but sounds like Hebrew. You are welcome to try to read along with us, or just listen, or right below that is, more than 99% of the time, right below that is the translation. You're welcome to just look at the translation. Most of the time, we don't read it in Hebrew and then also read the translation. Most of the time, we just do one or the other. So you're going to have to catch up with us, I guess, if you want to do both. If we stand, it's because of things that we're showing respect to. You are not obligated to stand and sit. Some people can't keep standing and sitting. We like to say you stand in spirit with us, but it's up to you and your body what you can do, and it's okay. We're comfortable with whatever you do. At some point during the service, during the Torah service, Arden has chosen to honor some family members. I am informed that everybody knows what their honors are. Yes, David, did you tell them? Okay, everybody knows. They just found out like 30 seconds ago. So if it doesn't move as smoothly as the rest of the service, it's because we're winging that part a little bit. Which I did. No, it's really okay. It always happens that way. It's fine. We don't get to rehearse this. Because the blessing is that we have family and people from all over the place. We don't ever get to rehearse this. So it's really okay if it doesn't go that part. The parts that Arden does will go really smoothly. It's okay. It makes her look better when it doesn't. I'm just saying. So most of the service, Arden will be leading. There are other things that I have to tell you about, like those boxes near you. Do not open the boxes until I tell you to. I will explain what the boxes are. You opened the box. Don't open the box. I heard the giggle. She opened the box. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But mostly enjoy it. It's a Shabbat service that Arden is now capable of leading, and she could lead at any time. In fact, I'm taking off next week, and she said, sure, Rabbi, no problem. I'll cover the service for you. I wish. Anyway. So there are 3 Friday night services in this prayer book, and she has chosen to lead you in service 2, which starts on page 65. But we begin Shabbat by lighting candles and blessing, sanctifying Shabbat. And Arden has chosen to invite the Abrams family to come up and help us bless that. Page 65, the tradition is that we rise for this part. If we were at home doing this, we'd all be standing. Check. So I think the microphone's on. Tap the mic. Yes. Thank you. Page 65. No, start at the top. You want us to read together on 65? Start at the top of the page, page 65.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen.
Let there be joy.
Let there be light.
Let there be peace.
Let there be Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We continue with the Kiddush. We will be looking at pages 167 at the bottom and 166 at the top.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You call us to holiness with the mitzvah of Shabbat, the sign of your love, a reminder of your creative work and of our liberation from Egyptian bondage, our day of days. On Shabbat especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy people. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of Shabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. You are welcome to sit down, but you have to say Shabbat Shalom, a peaceful Shabbat or a good Shabbos, to someone you came in with, someone you didn't come in with. Give me a big one. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. At the top of page 68, we are one in search of life's meaning. All of us know despair and exaltation. All bear burdens. All have moments of weakness and times of strength. All sing songs of sorrow and love. May our celebration bring us strength along our way. In this circle of hope, in the presence of the sacred, may the heart come to know itself and its best, finding a fresh impulse to love the good. It's good for us to be here together, and we sing the song. Ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Many are the generations of Israel, and in every age we have sought the living God through Sabbath rest and worship. This time and place hold the power to increase our joy in the eternal. O God, even as we seek you in the sanctuary, help us to know that your glory fills all space. Make us understand that you are with us at all times, if we but open our minds to you. We feel the presence of your Spirit in our homes and on our ways. We see the beauty of your creation in mountain, sea, and sky, and in the human form. We hear you in the silence of our own hearts, speaking the truths our hearts know. May we be your witness to the world, your messenger to all the earth. May we show forth your image within us, the divine spark that makes us home human. At this point, Arden will come, and she will help you be inspired.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בהיihon וביומihon, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, במהרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך, וישתבח, ויתהדר, ויתרומן, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, ברכו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה, דעם יהירן בעלמא, במהרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
As day departs, as the dark of night descends, we lift our eyes to the heavens. In awe and wonder our hearts cry out,
Eternal God, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
a vast universe. Who can know it? What mind can fathom it? We look out to the endless suns and ask, what are we? What are our dreams and our hopes? What are we that you're mindful of us? What are we that you should care for us?
And yet, within us abides a measure of your Spirit. You are remote, but oh, how near, ordering the vast solitudes of the dark, yet whispering in our minds that you are closer than the air we breathe. For you have made us little less than divine, and crowned us with glory and honor. With love and awe we turn to you, and in the dark of evening we seek the light of your presence.
One and only God, you have made each of us unique and formed us to be united in one family of life. Be with us, Eternal One, as we seek to unite our lives with your power and your love.
We proclaim now your oneness and our own hope for unity. We acclaim your creative power in the universe and in ourselves, the law that binds world to world and heart to heart.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words which I command you this day upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness, a world waiting still to be redeemed, give us, O source of good, the courage to say, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and your love.
From Egypt, the house of bondage, we were delivered. At Sinai, amid peals of thunder, we bound ourselves to your purpose. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, we survived oppression and exile, time and again overcoming the forces that would have destroyed us.
Our failings are many, our faults are great, yet it has been our glory to bear witness to our God and to keep alive in dark ages the vision of a world redeemed.
May this vision never fade. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we sing with one accord, as Moses, Miriam, and Israel sang at the shores of the sea.
Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osefela, nora tehilot osefela. Malechutecha Ra'uvanecha bokeh ayam lifnei Moshe zelianu vehameru Adonai imloch Adonai imloch leolam vaed.
V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen.
We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel.
Amen.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Eternal God, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up to find our hearts waiting to do your will.
We praise you, guardian of Israel, whose love gives light to the whole world.
O God of Israel, may our worship on this day help us to grow in loyalty to our covenant with you and to the way of life it demands, the way of gentleness and justice, the path of truth and peace.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 76.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach, ufi yagi tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, v'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Koneh Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'mevi Geula livnei b'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are the source of life and blessing.
Help us to choose life for ourselves and our children.
You are the support of the falling. You are the author of freedom. You are our hope in death as in life.
Help us to keep faith with those who sleep in the dust.
Your might, O God, is everlasting.
Help us to use our strength for good.
You are holy. Your name is holy, and all those who strive to be holy declare your glory day by day. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'el HaKadosh. We praise you, Eternal One, the Holy God.
Please be seated. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. העם מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם יסבהו ויתענגו מטובך Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat. Chemdat yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere 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 Shabbat korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat. Chemdat yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malechutecha shomere 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 Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Got your drums. I forgot to tell you to bring your drums. And I did a dumb thing. I closed my book. I was so excited about singing the song. We continue at the top of page 79. We read together, God of Israel, may our worship on this Sabbath bring us near to all that is high and holy. May it bind the generations in bonds of love and sharing, and unite us with our people in common hope and faith. And through Sabbath rest and worship, may we learn to find fulfillment and joy in the vision of peace for all the world. You are with us in our prayer, in our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble and pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Eternal source of good, we give thanks for the numberless gifts and blessings that fill our days, for life itself and its endless variety, for all that sustains body and mind, for love and friendship, for the delights of the senses, and for the excellence of your Torah, which deepens our life and enriches our days. Teach us, God of wonders, to work for a just and compassionate society, where all may share your gifts in the joy of freedom. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country, that it may always be a stronghold of peace and its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within its borders, health and happiness within its homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship among the inhabitants of all lands, and may the love of your name hallow every heart and every heart. We praise you, O God, the source of peace. Until now, you have been given the words to say for praying. They're words that have served us well for many, 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 many generations. But at this point in your service, in our service, we take a pause, and you say the words that are in your heart as we take a moment to pray silently. She's only a few weeks old. She doesn't understand the silently part yet. She's getting there. That's why we bring her, so she learns. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Is it cooling down yet? No? Still not feeling it? I started to feel a little bit better. Anybody freezing? No, nobody's freezing. We're trying. It says 71. We shouldn't be sweating so much at 71. Stop breathing. I started you breathing. It's all this hot air. No, just kidding. Keep breathing. At this time in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating as we turn to the inside back cover of our prayer book. At the beginning of the service, I did not tell you that we are live streaming the service. At this point, I turned off the microphone because we do not choose to stream all of the names that we're going to be calling out. But I'll turn the microphone back on in a moment. Included in our prayers are Larry Barzoon, Terry Bollinger, Jason Brown, Norman Chapman, Tammy Courtney, Brian Day, Henry Lane Dreyfus, Emily Gibson, Elena Howard, Jen Castillo-Hurst, Vicki Marks, Gloria Meyer, Angie Nolani, Ellen Rayner, Nancy Rice, David Saphir, Emily Simpson, Michael Stahl, Herman Van Oss, Sister Mary Joan, Virginia Walker, Joe Weiner, Norm Weiner, Martha Ann Young, and Gigi Zelinsky. If you have other names that you would like to call out to be included in our prayers, I invite you to call out the names. For healing. For all these names, for the names we hold in our hearts and choose not to say out loud, we pray together. O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. And it has become our tradition to add, Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu. May the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us. In this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve, may they return home safely, and let us say, Amen. And we have one other thing that we have to do that we don't do all the time, but we do it at this time of the year, and that is we're counting the Omer. So I forgot to tell you there was going to be a quiz. So some of you know what I'm talking about. I should have warned you ahead of time. What night are we of the Omer tonight? Higher, higher. 18, that's what I would say. You're good. You meant 18. That's what you meant the first time. So we count the Omer because it says in the Torah that we're obligated to count 49 days and celebrate at the 50th, and that we're obligated to count 7 times 7 weeks. And so the rabbis say, make up your mind. Is it 49 days? Is it 7 times 7 weeks? And so we do both. That's the compromise here. And we say a blessing because we're fulfilling a commandment. We say a blessing that says, praised are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe. You made us holy by giving us commandments, and you commanded us about counting the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer, hayom 18 yamim, shehem shvuayim v'arba'a yamim la'omer. Today is this is the quiz, what is it? 18th day of the Omer. That makes 2 weeks and 4 days. Thank you, Grayson. The next part of our service is the Torah service. And this is the part that Arden is the most excited about. Is that fair? Yes. Let me tell you something about Arden and Arden leading this service. This doesn't happen almost ever, but we had to change Arden's Bat Mitzvah date 4 times. Sometimes it was our fault, and sometimes it was just needing to, and she and I, every time we'd pick another date, we would look at the whole Torah portion in English and talk about it and try to figure out what it's about. And we're supposed to pick a specific little section that she's going to read in Hebrew, and she's going to tell you something that's going to hopefully add to your knowledge or understanding of the Torah. We did that 3 times. And when we sat down to finally say, because the family and I said, this is it, we're picking this day, nothing's changing it, we are taking this date, tough luck on anybody else, tough luck on anything else, this is it. And we sat down and we opened up the book and we said, well, let's just hope it's not the disgusting one. And guess what? It's the disgusting one. Not only is this the Torah portion that every child dreads, because it has to do with oozing from body parts, disgusting skin disease, even oozing from house wall. Well, so the point is, it's a double Torah portion of disgusting. She got both of them in today's Torah portion. And most kids are like, oh no, but not Arden. Arden is, yay! I'm going to let her tell you later why she is so excited to have the most disgusting Torah portion ever. It is an awesome thing. It's an awesome thing. I'm not going to ruin what she's going to talk about, but I want to give you a little lesson about the other part. It's not a surprise to some people. Most people know this. But if one of the things it talks about is there's a very specific kind of a skin disease. I'm sorry to tell you that most translations translate it as leprosy, and it doesn't really mean the kind of leprosy we think of now, but it's a really disgusting, scaly disease. And if suddenly someone you know and love, maybe even you, wind up with disgusting, you go to, not the dermatologist, you go to the priest, the Kohen, and the Kohen says, yep, and it's tzara'at, it's a specific kind of a skin disease, and sends you out of the community. And so we don't know exactly what that looks like anymore, but in the days when we were wandering in the wilderness and when we were living in the Holy Land, in the Promised Land, we had a clue. And the rabbis, the sages, tell us that what this was when people were saying unkind words to each other. If people said unkind words, then it would manifest on your skin if you were the perpetrator of the unkind words. You could see it visually. We are living in a world right now, especially with social media, where people say unkind words a lot to other people. And sometimes they feel like because they're sitting behind a computer screen, they can get away with it. So in those days, anybody who did that, we would know who it was, because they'd come in the next day looking scaly. We don't have that today. We don't have those kinds of signs today, usually. But the impact of our words are still just as powerful today. When you say mean things to people, it has repercussions to them and potentially to you. When you say wonderful things to people, it has repercussions like ripples in the water that keep going and going and going. Say something nice to someone, whatever it is. I like that t-shirt. And they're going to walk around like this for the rest of the day. Tell someone when they're young that they could be whatever they want to be. Keep saying it over and over. And guess what? They get to be whatever they want to be. So just remember, and I don't think it's a big problem, but remember, don't look around at people's skin. Don't look at whether or not they're scaly and see what bad things they've been saying lately, because it's not going to happen. But remember to look for opportunities to use your words and the power of your words in good ways. Arden is going to teach you another lesson about the kinds of things that ooze later in a moment. But first I have to tell you some things about the Torah service. In this beautiful ark are Torah scrolls. The Torah has the words of the 5 books of Moses written on a beautiful ancient parchment. And she's going to read from it. If you looked at the Hebrew in your prayer book, you should have been amazed at how much she was reading and how well she was reading it. But when she reads from the Torah, in addition to being able to read the Hebrew, there are no vowels, there are no punctuation. She has to have a clue what she's reading so that she can read it with meaning, because it's important for you, if you understood Hebrew, to understand it the way she reads it. And she, I think you're going to find, does an amazing job. But in the ark, the words of God, we take those words very seriously. We treat them with respect. That's why they get such a beautiful closet. But when we take them out, we do special things. We are going to take the Torah out and we're going to march it around. It's going to go up one way and down the other way. And we're only going to stay in the center aisle. And when we do, there's a tradition to say, you know, it's not something that stays up in a closet. It is something that we take to us. It's part of us. It's as close to us as breathing. And so we have, oh, you know what, you can help me. Come on up. So we have what we like to call Torah electricity. So let's say you are at the end of the row and the Torah comes by. You touch the Torah with a prayer book, with your hand, and you take whatever that was and you pass it to the next person. And they kiss and they pass. What if you happen to be someone who doesn't feel like kissing the Torah today? Well, I can take, and you could just pass it, because the person at the end of the row still needs to kiss that Torah. So be respectful and kind. Let the people at the end of the row get to it. And remember to use your Torah electricity as the Torah comes by. This is the point where the family members who just 30 seconds ago found out that you had a responsibility during the service, an honor, we call it an honor. They're supposed to be honors. This is when they will be coming up. And if I have to nudge you, I will, because I know who you are. The boxes that are sitting at the ends of your rows, there will be a point in time where I will show you, it will be, let me give you this. It's not going to be at a time when the Torah is out and we're reading it, because that's disrespectful to the Torah. When she finishes reading the Torah, and what did we decide? When she finishes reading the Torah, she's going to give you a hint of what time it will be, and I am going to have to take the Torah and physically remove it, because you will be taking what you find in that box, which hopefully is very soft candy, and you will not be eating it, but you will be gently tossing like this, not like this, gently tossing it at Arden to show her how sweet learning is, not how painful learning is. Please play along with us on this. It's a really sweet thing. So you will be gently tossing it. Once I show you the signal, she's going to let you know when you can open the boxes, and I'm going to let you know when you can start tossing them. Please don't eat them. We hate when there's schmutz in our sanctuary. You can eat them after the services are over. So at this point in time, I invite Robbie and Kathy to come up as we are getting ready. We are on page 141. We are getting ready for our Torah service. Assembled at a mountain, our people, still bent from oppression, found you, found your Torah, found your truth, and embraced the destiny that has shaped worlds. Help us still to shape the world according to your will. Help us to teach and to learn, to hear your word anew, and to find in it our path to goodness and truth. I invite you to turn to page 142, and as the ark is open, please rise. El harachamim, היטיבה ברצונך את ציון. תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים, כי בך לבד בטחנו, מלך רם ונישא אדון עולמים. Havu godel Eloheinu utenu chavod laTorah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah. Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, ki mitzion tetzeh Torah, udevar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. La'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Beit Yaakov lechuven elcha be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of our God. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlu Adonai iti, uneromim Shemo yachdav. O magnify the Eternal One with me. Together, let us exalt God's name. We turn back to page 141 as we sing together. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gmilut chasadim. Al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gmilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. I need some dressers. Where are my undressers? Thank you. Ve'al gmilut chasadim, al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gmilut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, haolam omed. Please be seated. Thank you. That was very smooth.
Do you want me to put down there for now?
Right. Ta'amod ahuva bat mitzvah.
Oh, open it. Oh, sorry. It's right there, right?
You move it. We did so. It's over here. It's on this side. It's this one.
Baruch hu et Adonai Hamavorav.
Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Hamavorav L'olam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. V'yatzah hakohen min habayit el petah habayit v'hiskir et habayit shavat yamim v'shav hakohen bayom hashvi'i v'ra'ah v'hinei pasha hanaga b'kirot habayit v'yatzah v'tziva hakohen v'hiltzu et ha'avanim asher behen hanaga v'hishlihu et hin el mihutz la'ir el makom tameh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'haye olam nata b'tohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. I shouldn't have told anybody that story. I have a story about how accidentally on my Bat Mitzvah I did the blessing before the Torah, before and after the Torah. So now every kid that gets up here kind of hesitates and like, I don't know which one am I saying right. We now have to call up the gentleman who is lifting the Torah and not dropping the Torah. And the three people who are going to come help dress the Torah, you know who you are. Hang on. I'll help you through this. Hold it. Open up a little. Now kneel, bend down. Bend down. Go ahead. V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei v'nei Yisrael hapi Adonai v'yad Moshe. I thought he was going to drop when you got your driver's license, dude. Okay, you keep going.
Oh.
We're going to make ruckus. You may be seated.
My Torah selection is from the book of Leviticus, chapter 14, beginning with verse 38. The Kohen, priest, shall come out of the house to the entrance of the house and close up the house for 7 days. On the seventh day, the Kohen priest shall return. If he sees that the slime has spread on the walls of the house, the Kohen priest shall order the stones with the slime in them to be pulled out and cast outside the city into a contaminated area. My Torah portion is about oozing from body parts, from clothing, and from walls. I chose to read the part about the slimy walls. When a house had slimy walls, the owners would call the Kohen, who is also known as a priest. The Kohen would look at the slime, and depending on what kind of slime it was, he might tell the owners of the house to put everything outside of the house. He would come back in a week and figure out if it was safe to move everything back in, or else they would have to destroy the house. The rabbis taught that what makes a house slimy is someone being stingy. If a neighbor asks to borrow something and you say that you don't have it, your house might get slimy. Then the Kohen would tell you to take all of your stuff outside. Then everyone would be able to see that you did have what others needed and had asked to borrow. So if someone, let's call her Avery, doesn't share her stuff and then has it on display outside for a week, and she doesn't learn to share, her house will be destroyed. If someone, let's call him Garrett, doesn't share his stuff and then sees it on display for a week and learns his lesson and learns to share, he gets to move back into his house with all of his stuff, and the house would not be slimy anymore. Well, my house has slime everywhere, all the time. It's not because we are selfish, it's because I love slime and I make it every chance I get. I realized that this may actually be a torture to my parents, and I realized that by making slime all the time, I may just be a little bit selfish. Just a little. Making slime takes up the whole kitchen while my mom is trying to cook. I'm also being selfish to Bo, our dog, because sometimes he finds it around and he should not be eating it. I have a few friends who make slime, but I don't think anyone I know has ever experienced the kind of slime in a house that it talks about in the Torah. This doesn't mean that we can't learn from the Torah. The lesson is still important. We should not be selfish. We should share when we have something that someone else needs. Some people think that this is the most disgusting Torah portion of all, but I loved it because it talks about slime. I realized that you can get great lessons from the Torah, even when it seems irrelevant and disgusting. I actually like studying the Torah because you can learn valuable lessons, and sometimes it's slimy. I look forward to a Jewish lifetime of slimy and not slimy lessons. Speaking of slimy and not slimy, I would like to thank everyone for coming to worship with me and to help me celebrate my becoming a Bat Mitzvah. I want to give a special welcome to my friends and relatives who could not be here but are watching my live from around the country and in Israel by video. Aunt Maggie and Uncle JC. It's always fun when y'all come up from New Orleans to visit for the holidays. I love when y'all bring Nina and how y'all used to bring Lola. I always have a great time when we visit y'all in New Orleans too. I'm so happy you made it to be with us. I love you both. Uncle Breck and Aunt Anna. I'm so glad that y'all decided to leave the hurricanes behind in New Orleans and live here. It's great being able to grow up with Maddie and Kate. For me, you two are like my sisters, the ones I don't fight with. The pool days during the summer are especially fun, and making homemade pizza with y'all is a blast. Love y'all. Aunt Sue and Uncle Bart. It's always fun when you guys come over to the house and eat with us. It's always great that y'all watch all of our dance parties too. And y'all never forget Hanukkah, all 8 nights. I love you both. Uncle Joe. I don't know where,
He's over there. Take a
Uncle
good
Joe.
look.
You moved back to Louisiana so that you could be with us while we grow up. You are always very fun to be with, and I really enjoy our time together, especially when it's just the two of us get to do things like going to dinner. I really appreciate all the advice you give me, like how I should not chew gum. You are a very good sport about watching our dance parties too. I love you. Nana. It's always fun when you come to the house for dinner and we get to play board games with you, especially when we get to play headbands. I thought it was really sweet when we got to look through your baby book with you. I love you. Garrett. I like having a brother who is good at setting up speakers so that I can play music from my room to go outside. You are good at finding fun things to do, like when we play hide and go seek in the dark. I've always found it funny how you constantly mess with me, but if you find out that someone else is messing with me, you get all protective. I know we don't always get along, but you're a great big brother, and I'm very lucky to have you, even if it doesn't seem like it all the time. I love you, babe. Avery. You're actually a very good little sister, even though I'm kind of hard on you sometimes. I really appreciate that you're the only one in the family who will make slime with me. I know how smart you are, and I know that you will grow up to do something important. I love you. Mom and Dad. I really appreciate that y'all drive me everywhere and that y'all come to all of my soccer games. Y'all take us to cool places like Colorado, the lake, and the beach. Dad. I learned a lot from you, and you encouraged me to try new things. Now that you have encouraged me to leave a Bat Mitzvah service, even though you never did one, I think you should try it. It's very rewarding. I love you. Mom, you buy me slime supplies even when Dad doesn't want me to make more slime. You have really done a great job getting all of the details together for my Bat Mitzvah. I plan to relax finally, and so can you. Seriously, thank you so much for everything. I love you. Oh. Rabbi, you are so kind and patient with me. I will never forget you and the time you gave in helping me prepare for my Bat Mitzvah. Before I started my private lessons with you, I wasn't very good at reading Hebrew. Now, thanks to you, I'm pretty good.
You are pretty good.
Thank you very much.
I didn't want to say anything, but it's true. You're really good. And you really weren't so good when we started. She's really good now. Your prayer book's over here. And I can't find this stuff. I've lost every single time. All right, so I'm just going to say that you can open this. I know. And make sure everybody in the row has some. And ready? Go. What?
Hey. Now you can come get the candy.
All the kids can come get the candy. Come quickly. Stop throwing.
Avery.
Stop throwing. Stop throwing. Thank you. Now, the kids can come get the candy because we don't want to step on it. Hurry, hurry. Come get it. Come on up. Everybody get candy. Where are my kids getting candy? Is that it? I need kids. I need the kids to pick up the candy. We can't step on it. And don't eat it until we finish the service, please. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, you're great at this. I love this. Thank you, thank you.
Kate, there's some over there.
Just put them away. That's what I'm talking about. I am now going to ask everyone please to rise because we get ready to put the Torah away. We are on page 146, I believe, and I need to call up our ark openers on page 146. That means, who's next? Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's the hardest part, is the cleaning up after that. But that's fun, and learning is sweet. Yahalalu et Shem Adonai ki niskav shemo levado. Let us praise the eternal God, whose name alone is exalted. Hodo al eretz v'shamayim vayarem keren le'amo tehiva lecho chasidav livnei Yisrael hamkeru. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. God's teaching is perfect, reviving the soul. God's word is unfailing, making wise the simple. God's precepts are right, delighting the mind.
God's mitzvah is clear, giving light to the eyes.
God's doctrine is pure, enduring forever. God's guidance is true and altogether just. Behold, a good doctrine has been given you, my Torah. Do not forsake it. It is a tree of life to those who hold it fast, and all who cling to it find happiness. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths are peace. Eitz chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomacheha meushar. Diracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva. Chadesh, Chadesh Yameinu, Chadesh Yameinu, Keke ark is closed, you may be seated. You can kiss her if you want. You may be seated.
Thank you.
So you think you're done, but you're not really done. It always happens. I now call upon Mitch Neustadt to represent the Brotherhood to give you a special gift. Come to this side, and I give you.
Arden, I'm pleased to represent the Brotherhood and give you this special prayer book that you can keep with you forever. As you might know, your dad and my son Rand were good friends growing up through school. And so I know a lot of stories about him if you need to know the truth. In fact, your grandmother Lucy and I had to compare notes to find out if they really were where they said they were. Sometimes they were supposed to be at my house, and I thought they were going to be at her house. And they weren't at either house. But when you want to know all the truth about it and some of the slam about that, we can share. But we think you did a wonderful job, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
And now, representing the sisterhood, Bethany Sorky. Some of those stories sound like they deserve to be slimy or something, if you're telling them that you're someplace and you're not.
Well, I have been looking forward to this for so long. Passover came and Passover went, and I'm sure we were all thinking, our forebears wandered in the desert for 40 years, preparing for their Bat Mitzvah, and now you've arrived. So, it's my honor and my pleasure to present you with the Sisterhood's traditional gift of candlesticks for Shabbat. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This time I call up the president of the congregation, Mr. Gary Abrams, for another presentation to you.
So I get to determine, as usual, whether you passed or failed. And I'm going to have to say that you passed, and we're going to award you the certificate of your Bat Mitzvah. And also with that is a certificate to be used to offset some of the cost of a trip to Israel, should you choose to do so. But the more I think about this gift certificate, I didn't realize there was so much slime in your house. We might need to get you a gift certificate to get everybody vaccinated if there's that much slime. You did a wonderful job. Everybody's proud of you. This will free you up to torment your sister as she gets prepared for her Bat Mitzvah. And congratulations. You did a wonderful job.
I don't know what you're, well, Mr. President, why don't you can sit down for a minute. Why don't you tell us what's going on in our congregation? And no more tormenting.
Shabbat Shalom and Mazel Tov to the entire Brainus family. There will be religious school and Hebrew classes this Sunday. The Jewish Film Fest will be at the Robinson Film Center starting this Sunday, April 30th, through May 4th. Contact the Federation if you'd like to make a donation for the film festival. There will be a Together Tuesday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. under the Texas Street Bridge. Please join us May 7th, starting at noon, with lunch for the B'nai Zion annual congregation meeting. Remember that we will be celebrating our 100th year of confirmation classes on the wall on Friday, June 2nd at our confirmation. Shavuot and Yitzchor service at 6 p.m. Donations were made to B'nai Zion in honor of Arden becoming a Bat Mitzvah by her family. Donations were made to B'nai Zion in loving memory of Joe Murov by Susan Murov, in loving memory of Shirley Seligman by Helene and Bill Bronick and Mark Slutsky, and in loving memory of Conway Temple Sinclair by Elena Howard and the Sinclair family. Thank you.
And I did not say at the beginning of the service that we appreciate having a Agudath Achim here as well. We are celebrating as a community. Did you have other announcements you needed to make? Can you please come up so we can hear you? Cantor Neil Schwartz from Agudath Achim. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. I won't repeat the announcements we just heard, but in addition, on Sunday morning, we are having a men's club service at 9, breakfast at 9:30, and at 10 o'clock, a speaker from the Louisiana Alzheimer's Association before all the festivities involving the film festival that begin in the afternoon and evening. The morning of our May 7th congregational meeting, we are having a cleanup festival for the synagogue. And between the cleanup and the meeting, our lunch is just going to be pizza. And then afterwards, talk about moving into the synagogue, the sister is going to have their meeting after our annual meeting. And then the the community religious school is organizing Mitzvah Day on May 21st from 10 to 12 working at Common Ground in the Cedar Grove neighborhood, and from 2 to 4 at the downtown food bank. Lots of work to be done there. And I would like to wish Mazal Tov to the Bat Mitzvah girl.
Thank you. At this time in our service, in our congregation, and I think in Agudath Achim, we normally call upon the kids under 13 to come up, but we are not doing that at a Bat Mitzvah because we will be opening up the ark, and as you've noticed, we stand when the ark is open. But this time, for a few moments, I will be speaking to Arden. I have important things to tell her about what a wonderful job she did, and other important things, but I will tell her in private in front of the ark. I invite you to stand, and then we will continue on page, oh, you need to go. You're right. What about you? Come on up. Shoo! Oh my gosh. Arden, get up here. Yeah, Arden, get up here. Arden. So I almost left you out altogether with all your paraphernalia. You want this here?
One thing of slime, and that's,
I know, and it distracts me forever.
yeah.
There's your stuff. Sorry. Arden, get up
Arden's
here.
led a very colorful life, so I prepared a dossier
Yeah.
on her. It should only take 3 hours to go through, but no, seriously,
Sorry.
I hate sticking to scripts, I really do. But first of all, we'd like to thank everybody who came tonight. We really appreciate all of our friends and family, and of course, everybody in Israel that's watching, and friends and family in Houston and Chicago. Arden did a great job. I'm really, really impressed by her. She's one strong lady. If you live at our house and you have to deal with Arden, it's like going through 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali. And at the end, you really don't know where you've been. She's kind of tough. She's an excellent student, honor student, Beta Club, near a 4.0 in the magnet program, which I've said before, I'll say again. I didn't get that on my first day of school. I mean, I walk in, the teachers just know. They said, no. So she's done a great job in that. She's an excellent soccer player. She's an excellent swimmer. She swims competitively in the summer. Soccer is great to watch. It's almost painful for me to watch because I've coached for 11 years, and I go out there and I almost have a heart attack, so I try to stay away as much as I can because I can't really get involved, and she doesn't like me yelling from the opposite sidelines, which I do a lot. I mean, Ella can attest to that, you know. But Arden loves animals, especially dogs and cats. She's basically the cat whisperer. The neighbor has fostered these cats, these kittens. Arden goes over there every day to deal with those kittens. She has a cat named Victor Victor sleeps with her every night. Doesn't matter where he is at night, he runs up there to her room and sleeps. When I go wake her up in the morning for school, he's asleep at the foot of her bed. So that's definitely her cat. What else have I got here? Oh, I should mention, Arden is our favorite middle child. Regardless of what you may hear, she's our favorite middle child. Seriously, though, I know she's going to do some amazing things in her life, and I can't wait to see what she has in store, because I know it'll be big things. And it's, Craig, you should mentor her, because she's got to be a lawyer the way she argues. It's just ridiculous. And I'm sorry for, sitting way in the front. We were almost forced to sit in the front because, it's our Bat Mitzvah girl, but I really was interested in seeing what time Sandy came in. But I see he's on the back row, so that gives me a hint. Probably about 5 minutes ago. He's on, if anybody doesn't know what Jewish Standard Time is, Sandy's constantly on it. Sandy sets it. Lastly, I would like to thank Amy, who we celebrated earlier this month, 20 years anniversary. And without Amy, I would not have my wonderful life and my wonderful family and the stuff she puts up with. I can tell you. She's really gotten good at going in one ear and out the other and just whatever kind of thing. But what, funny about Amy, she likes to paint. I cannot stand to paint. I can't think of anything worse punishment if you ask me to paint a room. I just can't do it. I hate it. She loves to paint. And the other day she's painting upstairs and she puts these swatches on the wall, these 4 different colors, and asked me to come up and see which one I like. And please tell me, husbands here, does it matter? You're going to go up there, you're going to look, you're not going to have an opinion if you have any sense. You're going to ask, what do you like? And then nod and say, yeah, I like that's great, and then go back downstairs. But that's kind of life in our house right now. But, trying to think if there's anything else I had for Arden. I really think that's it. I really, really appreciate all of y'all. It means a lot that you came out to have this, to share this thing with us. And Rabbi, with her beatbox, I think you're going to run Modish Yahoo out of a job. And it's really different if you were to go to my father, his family was conservative. They went to Agudath Hakim. My mother's family was Reform. They went to B'nai Zion. So you see what won out. All 5 of us were raised Reform, and it's a bit different. So if you go to a different synagogue, it's quite a different experience. And a different rabbi, it's a different experience as well. But one thing I can say is, without a shadow of a doubt, I've lived in Shreveport all my life. I've gone through probably 5 rabbis at least. Jana is the best we've ever had. She's absolutely fantastic. The stuff she has to put up with and deal with on a daily basis. And I mean, I'm telling you, you can put 15 Jews in a room and you're going to get 45 different opinions. So she's an excellent, excellent rabbi, spiritual leader, and she's always there for us all the time. But thank you again, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Rabbi.
So you don't get to go down until we say this blessing.
Okay.
Amy, did you say that he had a choice of roast for the dinner tonight? Because he thought it was a roast tonight. That's what I think. We got to teach you that this isn't a roast. We say, I know. He learned on the Mel Brooks School of Services. That's what it was. Don Rickles. May he rest in peace.
Yes, he was the man.
Shut up, dummy. No, just kidding. We say the blessing for, that was quoting. I wouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
No.
Slime. Look, there it goes, right on me. We say the blessing to say that we are grateful to have made it to this moment. We say, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. You know it. Shehecheanu, v'kiyamanu, v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Thank you. So you guys can go hug her and kiss her. Take your book with it. No, just leave it here. He reminded me, she's really wonderful with kids, with animals. And so wonderful, that one day she came into class, and not just cats and dogs, and you were holding It was a baby flying squirrel, and it was like this big. It's of her hand. And the whole lesson, she had to be sitting there and keeping it warm because it had fallen out of its nest, I guess, if you call it a nest. And she was trying to keep it alive. And the whole lesson, she's looking at the Hebrew like this because she was cuddling this precious little thing. And she's good with any animal ever. And so I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? A veterinarian. And she said, no, I would never do that not because she doesn't love the animals, obviously, but because it hurts too much when she loses them. And we talked about even thinking about becoming a doctor, but the same thing. So we're thinking about stuff. We're thinking about what could be the next option, what she's going to be. I can't wait to see what she's going to be when she grows up. So at this time, we're going to move over to the Ark. We're going to have a brief moment in private with you here, and then we're going to say the Aleinu, which is on page 148. You can just leave it. You're good. I got yours. Open the Ark with me. I will bless you with this blessing in a little while, but now, while she's standing in the Ark, I'm going to remind her. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you, may God protect you. Ye'er Adonai panav elecha v'chonecha, may the light of God's face shine down upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yisemecha shalom. As you keep getting taller than me, may God keep looking up to you, and may God grant you peace. On page 148. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tet gidula liyotzeh breshit, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, k'mishpachat ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gahor aleinu k'chol hamonam, v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. And on the facing page we sing, V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz v'yom ha'u yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. When the Ark is closed, you may be seated. We continue on page 151. You hear me? We continue on page 151. Max, what happened to my microphone? Okay. We don't know. So we're using this one. Before we say Kaddish, we remember David Quinn, who passed away this week, but has not yet been buried. And we note that we have lost 6 line of duty in military service this year so far. We have lost 41 police officers in the line of duty, including 9 in April and 2 in Louisiana. We've lost 31 firefighters in the line of duty so far, including 5 in April. We are always grateful for those who run into harm's way on our behalf. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, Let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. We turn to page 153. In nature's ebb and flow, your eternal law abides. As you are our support in the struggles of life, so also are you our hope in death. In your care, O God, are the souls of all the living and the spirits of all flesh. Your power gives us strength. Your love comforts us. O life of our life, soul of our soul, cause your light to shine into our hearts. Fill us with trust in you and turn us again to the tasks of life. And may the memory of our loved ones inspire us to continue their work for the coming of your sovereign rule. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has taken from us this past 30 days. We remember Frank Anthony. We remember Shirley Seligman. We remember Kenneth Ray Thurin. Do you have anyone for Shloshim? Has anyone lost a close relative in the past 30 days?
I will say Herman Yellen. It was actually exactly a month.
We remember Herman Yellen. Helps if you're by the microphone, Cantor, I'm sorry. We also remember these parents of congregants who died within the past year. We remember Sandra Barron Wiener, Dot Kaplan, and Kurt Strauss. Has anyone else lost a parent this past year? We recall Michael Lazarus. As we remember those who died at this season in years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. Those for whom Agudath Achim is observing Yortzeit this week include
This coming week, Daniel Gross, Sally Bayer, Harold Levinson, Rose Cole, Meyer Shamgar, and Benson Zweig.
And those for whom we're observing Yortzeit this week include Dr. Louis Abramson, C.H. Baker, David Bernstein, Madeline Gariani, Emily Gassenheimer, Louis Glazer, Flossie Golden, Simon Harold, Leah K. Joseph, Connie Katzenstein, Leonora Groner-Kleban, Isadora Cooperman, Ann Lawrence, Joseph J. Levy, Oscar Levy, Hyman P. Mandel, Leo Minder, Hermione Ken Moss, Joe Murov, Conway Temple Sinclair, Seymour Van Oss, and I apologize if I misread anyone's names. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, if it is your custom, we please rise for the mourner's Kaddish, which is found on page 154. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei rabbah mevarach la'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. You may be seated unless you are Kate or Avery. Because we are about to eat something, and in order to do that, they have to say the blessing for us. Hold this. Thank you. Can you hold this one? Thank you. Now who's going to hold this one? Oh, look, there's candy in here. You can do it. Ready? Go.
Hamotzi lehem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rising song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lehem min haaretz. B'tei Havon.
All right, I'll take these, and I'll take this, and you take the bread. Grab the bread. Keep grabbing. It's all yours. I don't want it. There's more challah in there. Take it and share. I invite you all to please rise for the closing benediction. It is a blessing for us to be here together. Arden, I'm sorry to tell you, it's all over. Say what you say. I didn't hear what you said. What? I'll tell you after services. Thanks. It is a blessing for us to be here together. I am so grateful that everyone came who was able to celebrate with us for Arden. To Shirley Seligman's family, our deepest sympathies. We appreciate you being here with us. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you. May God protect you. Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May the light of God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face always be lifted up to you. May God grant you peace. Shabbat shalom. The family invites you to please join them in Lefkowitz Hall, which is down the hall. If you go this way, you will not have to use stairs. If you go that way, you will have to use stairs. Thank you. Smile. Do me a favor, test it.
Okay.
If you turn on the mixer thing. Let's just see. That sounds like it's on.